Hello, this is Gray Hughes of Gray Hughes Investigates on YouTube. Please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Yesterday I uploaded this 360-degree video and it was put into YouTube's junkyard right out of the gate. So I thought I'd try it today on a weekday where more people actually watch videos for some reason. So what you're looking at right now is a 360-degree video. And we're just currently, it's outside of the house, and what I want you to remember is if you're watching on a computer, you use the left mouse button. You can put it on the screen, on the video itself, and drag it around and look around. Okay? We're currently right now inside the house, right next to the storage unit, and the stairs will be on your left, and then a hallway that goes down to Bethany Funk's room. All right, but again, use your mouse to look around. Now, if you have a cell phone, you can hold your cell phone, stand in a location, and turn around and look in all directions. If you have the goggles, you have to select the little goggle icon underneath the 360-degree video, and that allows you to wear the goggles and stand in one position, and it feels like you're actually in the house itself. It's pretty crazy. All right, now this portion right here is inside the room, the storage room. And this is just below Xana Kernodle's room. And Xana's room is right up there. And I don't know where you're looking, so I guess I won't refer to there, etc. I'm just explaining to you what room we're in. All right, but this will be a very valuable tool. For example, if they use the 360-degree camera at a crime scene and then allow jurors to wear the goggles and look around and observe and examine the rooms all by themselves. For example, you could use an Insta360 camera in each location, put it like the camera in 5 locations in each room and let people look at it. I think it'd be a great investigative tool as well to go back and be able to revisit a crime scene as an investigator and look for things. They now have 8K Insta360 cameras, and I'm sure there's even way higher level 360-degree cameras than that consumer brand, but even at a consumer level, it works great. So right now we're just in the hallway, down from the open door and right next to Bethany Funk's room. And in a moment, we'll be inside of Bethany Funk's room. If you look up in the air, you can actually see Dylan Mortenson standing up in her room, off in the upper left. And you can see other locations. It's up to you to look around. I'm not going to be the one that's showing you each of the locations. Now this time we're in Bethany Funk's room. You'll notice that there's a window in the room, and that window films out to the parking lot. And that's the parking lot in front of the house. And as it fades to wireframe, make sure to look around and look for yourself to see where various locations are going to be. You might need to watch it a few different times to really get it, but I think the people that are watching the videos on my channel really understand the layout of the house, and they're not confused at why Dylan Mortenson would have seen Bryan Kohberger as he exited the house. And I'm saying Bryan Kohberger because, in my opinion, everybody, I believe he's the killer. All right, so this area right here is the steps, or are the steps going up into the living room. And again, you'll see a wireframe start to fade in. The TV's in the corner there. And there's a window off to the left of the top of the stairs that go out to the parking area. The parking area is obviously the one I'm referring to is the one in front of the house, likely where the DoorDash driver showed up around 4 o'clock, etc. Now, here is the living room. And I just randomly put a couch there. I started to get really into the details, putting different things, but then I realized that the details like on a wall, certain painting and stuff in this case really aren't important. It's just the layout of the house and the movements of individuals that would be important. So again, we're in the living room. Down the hall is Xana Kernodle's room. and the 3D character that I have moving around in the scene is actually heading towards Xana Kernodle's room. Now you can see off to the left, if you're looking at Xana Kernodle's room, there's Dylan Mortenson. And now we're halfway down the hall, and here's that individual again walking towards Dylan Mortenson's room on the left. If you're looking at that, again, it's up to you to be looking wherever you want to look. You can look straight down and see a body on the floor in Xana Kernodle's room. You can look up in the air. You can look around. Looking up in the air isn't as useful until we get to the wireframe, and then you can see the relative location of different places. For example, you can see Dylan from here through the body of the 3D model that I have walking around, and then up above by that bathroom door, it looks like, but it's actually in a room behind it. You can see Madison Mogen's room. Now we're in Xana Kernodle's room. And in this room, I just put bodies randomly around. There's a hair issue on this model here, but it's just a 3D model just laying on the ground. And if you know the layout of the house, out right through that wall is just air outside, and that's where the blood was seen on the wall outside. When I'm pointing, I'm talking about the wall behind the bed. If you're looking at the wall that's behind the bed there is just air out there, and that's the wall that there was blood, or apparently blood, seeping out of the building. Okay, now we're back out into the hallway, just outside the door of Xana Kernodle's room. And from this location, you should probably be able to see through the wall of the bathroom door where the kitchen would be. And then you also can see wireframe to the left. You can see that same character walking, and where Dylan Mortenson would be standing. You know, I had somebody complaining that I had the door too far open, and it's like, okay, I'm just using a representation. I made a version where it was much smaller than that. I think she's just peeking out the door. Okay, you know, don't take everything so literally in a 3D representation like this. So this is in the living room, and again, there's the 3D model. It's kind of similar to a previous shot, but straight on. Dylan Mortenson will be in that room over there. You see the couch, the television, Xana Kernodle, and there's a little door, and you can start seeing now with the wireframe where Dylan Mortenson is. And then after this, I think we get a closer shot from directly behind the 3D model of the guy walking around. It's not supposed to represent Bryan Kohberger, his character or anything like that. It's just a 3D model that I attached a camera to the head of that individual. Now you can see Dylan Mortenson's room right there. So that's probably about where she was when she saw the person coming from the living room. Maybe a little bit more over to the right. And as you can see over to the right, if you're looking through the kitchen, the sliding glass door. So that's how close everything is to each other. Now if you have the goggles on, this will be really interesting for you, because you'll have that feeling as if you are literally there and you can look around. You can see up in the air here. You can see the bedroom of Madison Mogen, and apparently Kaylee Goncalves was sitting in the corner. And now we are in Dylan Mortenson's room. I'm just having her stand near the door here. So this is probably about what she was doing each time she'd open the door to look out to see what was going on, because what she was hearing probably sounded awful. Now, I don't think Dylan Mortenson had anything to do with any of the killings at all, had no knowledge whatsoever. People think because I said she could hear everything, I'm accusing her. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'd know that I defended her 1,000 times. I think her behavior is absolutely normal for some people. She was scared and just kind of huddled up and didn't want to know the reality. Now this is up the stairs here, and this is the person, again, the 3D model, and then Dylan Mortenson would be right there inside the room. We're up on, the landing, the halfway up the stairs. There's a window right there that goes outside to the back. And see, again, there's Dylan Mortenson standing there, and here's that character. And you can see all around in the house. I believe that's Xana Kernodle's bed right over there. And then I have a representation of Murphy the dog in the upper left in Kaylee Goncalves' room. Now this character right now is heading into Kaylee's room. Now we're at the top of the stairs. And at the top of the stairs, if you look around, you can see Madison Mogen's room on the... as you go up the stairs, you turn to the right. They're over to the right, and the door straight on is the bathroom door. And now from outside, you can look through the wall of Kaylee's room and see her bed in there, the sliding glass door, the representation of the dog Murphy, etc. So I hope you guys really go out and go to Amazon and purchase the, there's these things called Google Cardboard goggles. And it's like $20 or something. And you can wear them while watching these 360-degree videos. So this is inside Kaylee's room right here. And there's a representation of the dog Murphy. And then there is wireframe starting to kick in. And again, look at where Dylan is, just right there, regarding all of this up here. And then the 3D model is walking towards Madison Mogen's room. Kitchen is right here, right below Kaylee's room. All right, now this model is heading into Madison's room. And again, that's Kaylee's room off to the right there, and then just left of the 3D model, here is the bathroom. And then you can see the stairs that go downstairs right there. And now that it's becoming wireframe, you can see that inside the room is a 3D representation of Kaylee Goncalves and Madison Mogen on Madison Mogen's small bed there. Her room is very, very tiny. It's half the size of Kaylee's room, because and this room is made up, half of the size of it is made up by the bathroom that's there, comparing it to Kaylee's room. So on this bed right here in this room, next to the right side of Madison Mogen, I believe she was on her stomach, and the knife sheath was found right there on her right side. I think if she was on her back, they just would have said the knife sheath was between Kaylee and Madison. But maybe they were just referring to, if Kaylee's legs are farther up and she's on her back, then they're just saying next to Madison's right side. I don't know. And from here, look at where Dylan Mortenson is right below. If you look down, you'll see Dylan Mortenson down below. Okay, now I moved us all the way down. These are the same stairs. That is Dylan Mortenson's room right there on the left. A pantry, closet, and then there's the kitchen. And you can see the sliding glass door there. And now it's fading into wireframe, and you can see again Dylan Mortenson standing in that room. She's right there. And up above, you can look around, see the different rooms. I still have the 3D model walking up near Madison's room. And then you can look around, see where Zanna's room is. So Dylan Mortenson was in a particularly creepy location. She could hear a lot more things going on, and that's probably why she left her room 3 different times. And this one here is the 3D model actually exiting the sliding glass door. And again, Dylan Mortenson's room is right there. So after the killer exits the living room, took a right, just came right through the kitchen, then out the sliding glass door. Right here. So using the wireframe, you can look over and see where Dylan Mortenson is as she was viewing who I believe is Bryan Kohberger, taking a right, heading down the hall, and then out the sliding glass door. So I hope you guys found this interesting. I think it's a very valuable tool in determining what exactly might have gone on inside the house. It allows you to theorize about it. Take your time, let the video just play, and watch each scene and just move around and look around as it's playing. And then I'd watch it again, and you can pause the video at any point in time and look around. So on your computer, you can pause the video and then look around. Then on your cell phone, you can pause it and then just stand in one position, look around. If you have the goggles on, you'd also stand in a position, but you'd feel completely immersed in the scene if you had the goggles. All right. So thank you all very much for watching the video. If you could please hit the like button, share the video. I think it's really important for people to see. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. I had put this video out yesterday, but I removed it because YouTube put it in the black hole of YouTube. I think it had like 800 views after 5 hours, which means it'll never recover. And I know that from experience. So thank you again for watching. And as I always say, until next time, be safe out there.